What's going on YouTube? Bama Dipper here with this guy. What's your name?
Dixie Man 69. Subscribe to me on YouTube.
Alright. So tonight, whatever, it's fucking like 12:30. Yeah, it's late as shit. Decided we're gonna make it a video.
Wait, hold up. Is it late or is it early?
We ain't high right now. We can't do that.
Alright, fine.
So we decided to make a video about first experience dipping. I mean, I see that that's a pretty popular thing on the YouTubes, so I figured we'd make one.
Tubes of you.
But not mine.
Not you, but in general.
So, alright, so my first experience was... Actually, you know what? You go first. You're the guest
Me?
here.
I'm the
do it.
guest? Okay. Dixie Man 69's first time. Let me think. Alright.
Damn.
This is at the baseball fields up by our school.
Old school, before we got kicked out.
School property. It's always the best place. If you don't want to do anything for the first time, school property is always always a good place to start. Well, let me think. It was me. Him right here. I think it was Seth. I don't know. Oh crap! I shouldn't say names.
Whatever. Didn't know
Anyway.
who Seth is. Seth Galen? Was it Galen?
Yeah.
Galen.
Anyway, so we were up there. Everyone was throwing one in, and I had no
I
experience. with
had
this.
it. I was the one who brought it.
Was it straight? It was
Long
a
cut
long
original.
Cut original. Oh boy.
Copenhagen long cut
That was fun.
original.
And I was told that it was initiation for the unofficial baseball
team.
workouts.
Yeah, it was like
that-
baseball. We didn't even play baseball. We just been throwing the ball around with a dip in.
Oh yeah, and he told me to get in there and grab some, and I probably grabbed about that much. And he's like,
We were like fucking like three
"What?
fingers.
What are you doing?" And so he's like, "All right, more, and it was about that much." And man, I tell you, that was the sloppiest thing I've ever experienced. I had braces and everything, dude. It was everywhere.
Sloppier than Kim Kardashian on her wedding night.
And I remember just walking out, trying to act normal, act like I'd done it before, even though they all knew I hadn't. And we're sitting there throwing the ball around in the outfield, and I just remember, like, not even knowing how to catch the ball. Like, I remember sticking my glove out there and just holding it. The ball would go by my pitch, I'd be like, oh my God, I feel so sick. Oh, man, that was good times. Anyway, so I remember I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to spit, how to keep it in there or anything. And it was just the most awkward, like, pretend like you're trying to, like, know what you're doing kind of thing. It was awful, dude. Like, I remember I didn't do it again for, like, at least another couple weeks. And I remember, like, what a bad flavor to do for your first time.
I love that stuff, dude.
I mean, you got to kind of get a taste for it first. But yeah, it was pretty bad.
It's an
It wasn't.
acquired taste.
It is, but it was not a.
Sharpening stone.
It was not a good first time. It was more of like a awkward. Try to look like what you're doing, know what you're doing, kind of thing. So, that was my first time.
I remember. Okay, my first time. Oh man, I remember. My first time was outside a church.
Church. Hey, another good place. School property, church.
It wasn't even a church I went to. It was like no one's church. It was me and some buddies we were in this trip, and it was we went on this long ass trip. We were in, it was Minnesota actually. I don't know. We were in fucking Minnesota, outside some church, and we rather my buddy had some, and he was like, "Oh man, don't be a pussy, man. You got to put something in." And I was like,
Oh, another tip.
Alright,
Always
whatever.
give in to peer pressure, dude.
Mhm.
Always. Or else you'll just
They're
get shit.
They're habits that'll stay with you for the rest of your life. Good memories. And he's like, you gotta put some in. So I put it in. I remember it was long cut original. That's all he does because he's a manly man. And so I put it in. I was like, damn, this shit burns. And I put it in, and I remember I put it in, and I was like, I didn't know how much to get, and he was like, oh, don't be a bitch, get a whole bunch. So I went fucking 3 fingers with it, and freaking put it like right in the middle of my lip, like I had it, and I was like what do I do? He was like, just spit, don't swallow nothing.
That's what she said.
Nice. And so he was like, don't swallow none of it, just spit it out. And so I spit, and I had it in for probably about 5 or 10 minutes, and I was like, screw this, and I threw it. And I remember when I took it out, that buzz hit me harder than hell.
Oh, gosh.
It was like, oh my God. And so I remember laying down right outside the entrance of the church. There's me and like 10 other guys. I lay down with my shirt over my head on the concrete outside this church. And then they were like, get up, come on, you got to get up and do something or you're going to like die. And I was like, I'm about to pass out. Like, I didn't feel like I was going to throw up, but I was like sweating like crazy. And they were like, you got to get up and do something. And so I was like, all right. And I got up and stumbled over, and they were throwing Frisbee. And this is like at like 11:30 or 12 at night outside of church in some like ghetto ass neighborhood, and it's right on this corner, and there's a fence. It's a 4-way stop, and they're like, hey Connor, go get the Frisbee, which is right by, it's like right on the corner of the road, like partially out in the road. So I walk out to get it, and I grab it, and I turn around and start walking back, and I hear like tires screech, and so I like shakily turn around, all shaky like. And I was about to fall over.
Just shake it off.
Just shake it off. And
Repping Taylor Swift.
every moment I talk to you, I feel like you're getting gayer.
I apologize.
And I turn around, and a car had gone, because it had stopped, and it had gone out. And a car comes flying and whacks it.
T-bone?
Freaking T-boned it. And so I'm like, I can barely even walk. And it T-boned it, and I was freaking. I was like, holy shit. And so I'm freaking out, and everyone else runs out there to make sure everyone's okay. And there's sirens and cop cars and everything. And we're just like, go inside the church. And the best part about this was I was fine. I ended up being fine. I was like, I love this shit. And so I did it again the next night. Next night, I got addicted to it. It was great. But the best part about it was my friend, who will remain unnamed because it's embarrassing as shit, and this is hilarious. And I feel like everyone who's watching this, which is no one, would give him so much crap about it if they knew him or figured out how to get in contact with him.
All 8 people that are gonna watch this video.
Please subscribe. Please, I'm trying to get going here, and I need to get the tires rolling. So please subscribe below. Please comment on videos you want me to make. Anything, questions. I'll make a Q&A video, whatever. And so he got it. And he's like, oh, I'm tough, I'm macho, let's do it, I got this, I know what I'm doing. And I'm like, remember, don't swallow it. And this is like the 3rd or 4th time I'd done it, so I'm like, I'm doing it, fine. And he was like, I was like, remember, don't swallow it. And he's like, I got it, I know what I'm doing, all right, I know what I'm doing.
That's what she said.
And he was like, I know what I'm doing, I got it, all right, I know what I'm doing. He puts it in. And he gets it, he's like, I think I swallowed it. And I was like, what was that one thing I told you not to do? And so he ends up throwing it, and he runs in the bathroom. We follow him, and we saw people running out of the bathroom.
Oh, God.
At this church, there's people running out of the bathroom. We walk in. Well, we all got dibs in, and we're like chilling, and we're like, little fucking retard. and we walk in, and there is puke on the ceiling. It's on the walls, like everywhere but the toilet. On the walls, all on the floor, on the freaking, all around the toilet seat, covering the toilet, all on the ceiling. I didn't even know someone could puke that much. God, it was horrible. And so then a couple months later, he was like, okay, I'm gonna try it again. And I had Copenhagen Black, because it was that time of the year. Try it again, did the same thing. But yeah, my first experience was outside of church, and yours was outside of a church that was also a school.
So double whammy, school
Double
property
whammy.
and church property.
You know. So yeah, do you want to talk about how great Copenhagen Wintergreen is? You want to do that too?
It's 10 minutes. We'll save that for another video.
All right.
But what are your experiences? Throw all eight people that are watching this video. Throw that down in the comments.
Yeah. Please subscribe, comment, Q&As, whatever. Just comment on videos you want me to make, anything, reviews, whatever you want me to do, I'll do it. And I'll try to get him in here too. Yeah, please subscribe, please comment. Bama Dipper signing out.